Hi guys, Coach for Farrelly. So this video will be on breathing and bracing your core, and these are some really important concepts, especially when you lift heavy and heavier weights. Now what I mean by breathing is that I want you guys to practice. It might feel really weird to start with. Practice breathing in and out of your mouth only when you're exercising and most tasks that you do during the day. When you find if you're exercising that you just gasping for breath too much, I'll then get you to start doing some mouth breathing. You find that by practicing that, you'll actually increase your lung capacity, and you'll find that you'll gas out. So for example, if you're training, say 10 minutes when you'd normally start gassing out, when you practice breathing in and out of your nose, over time you find that rather than 10 minutes when you gas out, might be 15 or 20 minutes when you start gassing out. And that's one of the new things I've learned being a personal trainer. And I remember hearing someone talk about how there was some Olympic athletes, they just hit a wall, like hit just this limit they couldn't get beyond, and they were super fit, super strong, and they just didn't know how to get them beyond that, and it was actually limiting them from achieving some medals. And then what they started to do was getting them to practice that breathing in and out of the nose, which meant that they were able to push for that little bit extra. And that's what I'm going to get you guys to do, because that's all within us. You guys all have an Olympic athlete within you. So practice doing that with the breathing. And when it comes to bracing the core, I originally got taught it's where you want to suck your stomach in, like draw the belly button through to your spine. But recently, when I've done a sub 30 core course, they covered the core in a lot more detail. And what I'll get you guys to do now, you might want to practice this. I'm not sure if I can get the camera right, but basically put your two fingers in, just into your side, just underneath your ribs. And I want you to kind of like tense yourself, and then just feel your body sort of like move. As you tense, the stomach moves out. It's very, very minor. It's very, very small. And you'll find that you can feel everything tensed. And it's also like about imagining that you're urinating and you're stopping at midstream too. So you start down on that pelvic floor. So imagine yourself urinating, stopping at midstream, but then sort of like bracing that stomach. And like I said, when you feel in the sides with your two fingers, it's just really small movement out. So that's with the bracing of your core. And the reason that that's so important as well is when you're exercising, it creates intra-abdominal pressure. And probably about the best way I like to explain it is, say, building a house and the foundation. If you build a house on sand, the sand is really unstable. The house will eventually fall down. If you get some winds coming along, it'll shift and it'll develop cracks in the walls. Whereas if you build a house that's on a really stable foundation, so consider the foundation as being your core, then the house is going to stand up for a lot longer. And also one thing I did forget about breathing. So with the breathing, there's in and out of the nose, but when you're doing movements, there's a particular way you want to breathe in. 99% of the time, you breathe out when you're doing the effort, and you breathe in on the other part of the exercise. So say, for example, when you're doing a squatting movement, as you say come up, so say even I'll get you guys to practice that now. Just sit in a chair and then stand up. You can use your hands if you like, but as you're standing up, you breathe out, and then as you sit down, you breathe in. So the effort is on this up part, so you're exerting all your muscles, you're working against gravity coming up. So that's how I'll get you guys to do the breathing. There are some cases where the breathing will be different, but with these online training, we won't go into those complex exercises, because I can't be there to properly monitor your technique. So just really quick summary. So you've got the breathing in and out through the nose as long as you can. You've got the bracing your core, and then you want to breathe out when you're exerting yourself or doing the effort or working against gravity, and then breathe in on the other part of the movement. The next video I'm going to be doing will be covering the 7 basic primal movements. So I'll see you guys shortly.